So this is modeling a simple car using Onshape. This is our reference for our simple car. This is your front view and this is your side view. So to model a simple car, we create a new document in Onshape, and then we put a file name on it. In this case, I will simply type simple car and then I'll create the document. Now it's advantageous to make a 3D model using parametric techniques. Later on, you could modify it and change it to whatever you want. So to model our simple car, we would first start to make a sketch in the right plane. So you simply select the right plane and then you tap on the sketch icon right here. And then right now we are in the sketch mode, and you will notice that by this display here. And for us to be able to make the sketch easily, we will just change our view to the right view. So you simply select the right uh, icon here in this view widget, and it should face you. So right now we could start by making our sketch. So we simply have to follow how the car would look like on the side view. So in our case, we simply draw these lines here, except we will not include the wheel wells. So that would be simply like this. So right now the dimension doesn't matter first. We just have to make the profile of the car just like that. Now it's a good idea to constrain it to the center. In this case, I started with the back portion here, and that should already be good for our simple car. Now let's add a bit more constraint. What I want is that for this point and this line to be coincident. So to be able to do that, you simply select the point, you select the line, and under the constraint tools here, you pull that down. We simply make them concentric there. And when you do that, you will notice that whenever I try to move this point, that line would follow. And the same thing goes when I move the line. Now it is time to put some dimensions on this one. We will simply follow the dimensions of your simple car in the reference. So we start with the overall length for 1400 millimeter and 550 millimeter. So to make dimensions, you just use the dimension tool right here, and you simply select the things that you want to dimension. So this is in millimeters, so it will become bigger as you go. Let's move that down here. This will be 550 millimeters. I'm using millimeter, but the setting right now is in inches, so I could go ahead to change that units now, and that goes here, workspace units, and I simply change it to uh, millimeters just to make it easy for me. I'll just double click on sketch 1 to work on it again. So 4,550, 550. What about the other? Uh, for the back, it's 700 and then 400. So this one right here at the back would be 700, and the trunk would be 400. This one is not really 4,550, but it's 4,400. So that's the good thing about parametric modeling, is that you could change the things as you go. 650, 1,300. So this will be uh, 650. Sometimes it's gonna be hard to position it or dimension it in the right way. So in that case, it's best to just select the 2 points and position it accordingly. So this is 650 and this is 1,300, and I believe the overall Um, height would be 1,200 there. And what else? I think the windshield should be, what else did we miss? 1,400, 1,300. So the hood, it's not specified, but then let's just, set it whichever it is more convenient. I'll probably go with around 900, just like that. So once the sketch is already in black, that means it is fully defined, and it's always a good idea to make your sketch like this. You could arrange the dimensions if you want, but it's not really necessary. So once you're done with that, you simply accept this sketch by tapping on the accept icon right here, just like that. Now don't worry that the dimensions of your sketch would disappear. It did not disappear. It's just you are now outside your sketch 1. Anytime that you would want to edit it, you simply double tap sketch 1 in your parameters list right here. So when you double tap that, you simply enter sketch 1 again. All right. So right now we could start by extruding this. So we will have to extrude it at a, let me check, 1700 millimeter. So the extrude icon is this one. So there's two ways to do this. You could select the extrude icon right away, and then you simply choose the profile that you want to extrude. In this case, you simply tap the portion of your sketch one right here, and it will simply start extruding that. So we will set this to 1700 mm, and then it is also a good idea to center all of our we will center our model. If you notice, the extrusion starts at that on the right plane. What we want to happen is that for it to be more symmetric. So you simply tap the symmetric button here, right there, and then it becomes like that, wherein the sketch profile is at the center of your 3D model. All right. So from there, you simply accept that, and you already have your simple car 3D model. Right now, it already resembles your simple car, but it is not yet done. So we will now cut some of the pieces here in for the window, and to do that, we will make a sketch on the front plane. So you simply tap on front plane right here, and then again tap on the create new sketch icon. So if it did not face you, you simply again tap on the front view right there. So what we will do is we will simply draw a rectangular sketch right here. So if you try to follow the drawing or the reference, it is this one. So that's if you can imagine, there will be a rectangle here with a base of 200 mm. So you simply use our line tool. All right, so we create a sketch right here, and then right there, and close it up over there. Another one here. Right now it doesn't touch the top, but that's okay. We could always change that later. So we try to constrain this. So to do that, there's two ways. You could tap on the point, tap on the line, and then make them coincident. Another option is tap on the line, this one, and then tap on the top line of the car, and then again make them coincident, and that should go like that. Now let's add some smart dimension. I'll put 200 mm right here, and also right here 200 mm. Now there's another way to do the dimension. One of the techniques that I always employ, especially if I'm doing something symmetric, is I use the constraint tool. So what you could do is you could tap on the line right here and tap on this line again and pull this down and make them equal. And then they are now constrained. So every time I change this, let's say I make it 250, both of the rectangles would change. Right. So from here, we could now use the two rectangles to cut our 3D model. And then to do that, we use the extrude tool as well. So the extrude tool in Onshape can be used both for creating solid and cutting solid. So in this case, since we are going to cut it, we simply select remove from the options here. And then there's many ways to do this. You could simply just cut it all the way like that, blindly, or you could simply choose under the type. You could simply choose through all. So it tries to attempt to cut everything. And once you accept that, then you have now your better looking simple car. Okay, so the next step is to make the wheel wells on the side. So right here you would see there's a 640 mm wheel well that is offset from the front portion of 600. Okay, so let's try to do that. There's some lacking dimensions here, but that doesn't matter. Let's just do what we can. So in my case, what I will going to do is I will make two rectangles here. All right. So I'll simply select the surface here. So in Onshape, aside from your top, front, and right plane, you can also make sketches on any flat surface. So in my case, I'll make a sketch right here on this side. So I tap on that, I select the sketch tool, and then again, I make it facing me, and then make two rectangles right here, and another one here. And from there, make some dimensions. This is supposed to be 600, and this is supposed to be 650. Okay? This is 650 as well, and they have a distance of 2000. 2000. Oh, that's wrong. 2, 1, 2, 3. There. Then for the height, I'll simply set it to maybe 350. 350 looks okay to me. And then I simply constrain these two lines for them to be coincident so that they will have they will become leveled. Okay, so from there, we could now simply extrude that, again using our extrude tool. So, so if even though you are in sketch 3, so that's the two rectangles, you could already tap on the extrude tool automatically, and it will automatically use sketch 3 as our extrusion profile. So we use remove, and in this case, I will set it to 200, just like that. And then I accept that. See, so now we have a rectangular wheel well. So what we can do now is we simply create an arc here using our fillet tool. So the fillet tool is this one. There. So you just tap on that, and then you proceed on selecting the entities that you want to fillet. So in this case, it will be this edge. Flip it a bit, uh, this edge, and finally this edge right there. Now for the radius, I think this should be around 3, maybe 320 should be fine, just like that, and we simply accept that. There. So that's our wheel well, and then from here we could now make our wheels. So for that one, you have the option to select this surface or that surface to create your sketch for the wheels. So in my case, I simply select this surface. I'll make a sketch again and make it facing me. And in this case, I'll make two circles. So right there, and another one right here. So what I'm doing to make the circle is I'm trying to place its location that it will be concentric to one of the arcs here. So what I'm doing is I'm placing my cursor near it and then placing it somewhere in the middle. Not at the line here, but somewhere between the line and the arcs. And you tap on that and you make your circle. There. So I think it's already constrained because the dot is black. What we do now is we select the two circles and make them equal. So equal. And then create a smart dimension. This should be 600. There. And then we extrude that by 200. You can do it blindly, 200. Reverse the direction. So this icon here will change the direction. Or you could simply make it up to face. Of what face? This face. Just like that. Right? So you could make it adding. When you select add in the type here, what it will do is it will merge it with your car body. In our case, we want to make it new. So this will be a new part or a new body that will not be merged into the uh, car. Then you simply accept that and we have this there. Alright? So, our final step is to simply mirror the features here to the other side. And we do that using the mirror command. And the mirror command is this one. So you tap on that and then you select the entities to mirror. We select the two wheels. Alright? And then we select the plane, the mirror plane, and the mirror plane would be the right plane. Mirror plane would be the right plane. Just like that. And you will have your wheels here. You accept that. But then it only copied the wheels, not uh, the wheel wells. So the good thing about parametric is that you simply double tap your mirror one and you could simply change it. You'll make it new so that the wheels will not be merged and tap it. And then we will also need to mirror the wheel well. So we have two mirror commands. One would be new and one would be, I'm not sure, maybe it will be intersect, remove or add. But let's see what happens. What we will need to mirror is the extrude tree. That's our entities to mirror would be extrude tree. I think it has to be removed. So it will be extrude tree. Oh, all right. So what we do is that what we have to pull this down and we have to select feature mirror. In this case, we could mirror the features, not a component or part. So in this case, the features to mirror would be extrude 3 and fillet 3, while the mirror plane would be right plane. There. And it should uh, mirror it just like that. When you accept that, it should work, but it created an error. Let's try to edit that. There. We just need to tap on reapply features. Then accept and there. So we now have completed our simple car. So some of the things that you would want to do here is to dress it up. I always try to use the fillet. Fillet is always nice to use. See, like that. Create a bit of round corners for our simple car. Except that, maybe we could add more fillet for the roof to make it more, I don't know, I guess elegant, if you could say that. Change this maybe around 250 only. There. Maybe we could also round off some of these edges here using fillet. Let's see if that would work. Perhaps maybe 100. Yeah, 100 looks fine. For this one, it's already creating a bit of error. Red things are not very good. It means it's having a hard time calculating. If you try to accept that, it doesn't work and there's like a red symbol here. That means there's a certain error. So maybe we have to omit that one and only fillet this portion. And maybe the back portion can be filleted as well. No, it's also doing a bit of error. So un uh, let's unselect that. Only for the front portion. Accept. Let's try to add fillet here. There. So sometimes it works if you do it one at a time, I guess. Let's try to make this 150. That works. It doesn't work here. Maybe it works here. Yeah, that's good. And finally, we could fillet some of the portions here. Let's see if that would work. And it doesn't work. Maybe 100 would work. Yeah, 100 is okay. And there, our simple car. So that ends this tutorial, and I hope you've learned something. Thank you and bye bye.